Welcome, 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 everybody. Yes, I am back home in Washington State. And guess what? This is our last Wednesday night live. And who else better to wrap up the season of our Wednesday night live than my wonderful, amazing, heart-centered friend Intissar. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just so thrilled that you can start. We start off the new season. Like October starts Saturday night because it gets a little colder. People stay in, and we bounce over to Saturday. So I thought that would be a good thing for the season for fall and winter. But you have revved it up. You have gone through the equinox and the solar eclipse and the new moon, and it brought you a wonderful gift, which is you. So thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me as part of this completion of Wednesday evenings.
I love it. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So those of you that don't know, Intissar, besides being my good friend, is a therapist. And you've been doing therapy for how many years now?
14.
14 years. Wow. Wow. And your favorite style of therapy, and I just like saying it, so that's why I ask you, is the Gestalt method, correct?
Gestalt and family constellations.
Gestalt and family constellations. Love it, love it, love it. So tonight is all about, the whole month was about grounding and how to ground. We learned how to ground through creative energy, ground through writing, ground through different techniques, but grounding ourselves and grounding ourselves in a chaotic world is really important. And I think that that's something that you do really well in your practice. In the times that you've been on here, you've shared many different types of techniques for people. So I wanted to get into it, but let's just say hello to Jody. Thanks for being here, cousin Jody. Ren, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And I'm making sure that we're we're on. I don't know what happened, but that's okay. I must have pressed the wrong button, but that's okay. Anyway, what's some good techniques for grounding? Or let's start this way. How would you define grounding?
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to start. I think there's multiple ways that I would define grounding. And also, where am I before I'm needing to ground? So also noticing where I am before I'm needing to really come in alignment with myself and more embodied, actually. So for me, grounding is a process of becoming more embodied and more in the here and now and present right here.
That's really important. Being present. I think sometimes we're not that way.
Yeah, we're out there scattered. And it's a process for me to gather myself. It's a gathering, coming together, and then finding all the ways to support that process.
So true. Do you use any special technique to ground? I know there's people go out and earth, where they're taking their bare feet and sticking in the grass. I mean, that's going to be a little chilly in the wintertime, but I mean, go ahead, and unless you like that kind of a thing. But to soak their feet in the grass, really get in there, hugging a tree. What are ways that you like to ground?
I love to stand on the earth and feel, the earth touch the soles of my feet. I also love putting my palms on the earth and really feeling that resonance that happens between my body and Mother Earth. There is an electric charge in our Earth planet, and there's a way that when we put our earthing, when we put our feet, when we put our earth suit, our body, right?
Sure.
That's from this earth, that there's a way in which we come in resonance with that electrical charge that supports our sense of coming more present here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, then, like I just remembered that I have sprays. If I can't go out all the time, I have a grounding spray. I have I'm a present spray. There are flower essences. There's so many ways that we can be supported in coming into a more present, grounded place. Mhm.
And I think we forget that. I think that we forget that we don't have to, like, we get up in the morning and we have to ground right then and there. We can ground anytime
Yeah.
we wish. I know people will use something like a black tourmaline, perhaps, to help ground,
Yes.
or any kind of stone,
So
rock, crystals, whatever. And it doesn't have to be a healing stone, everybody. It could be a river rock.
absolutely. I mean, next to me, I have you know so many different things from smoky quartz to a rock from, like you said, a river rock. This
Yes.
is a waterfall rock.
I
This
love
it all has, to me, grounding energy, just
Mhm.
to hold on a piece of the earth, right?
And that's the important part, everyone,
Yes.
to really get into a practice where, like Intissar said, to be present, to really stop and listen. And it's funny, we did a class last night, an intuitive class, and that's what I talked about, was how can we be present? How
Yeah.
can we have presence in that moment? Let me say hello to Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Chris from Iowa. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much for being here. So let's talk about a sticky topic.
Sure.
Kind of sticky. And we're not talking about taffy apples, everybody. But that we could talk about too. Caramel stuff.
Caramel? Can we talk about
We could talk
caramel?
about caramel. We could talk about, or caramel, however you say
Caramel.
it. Yes.
Well, all
Just
right.
want to be fancy.
Is there a right and wrong way?
There's never,
Never,
there's
right?
never.
Yes.
Someone
Thank
just asked me, is your live not on tonight? Isn't that funny? Yes, on live
you.
uh,
Now.
right now. That's funny that I'm sure we're. Let me see. Let me just check.
Yeah,
So
please. Mhm.
I just want to double check because I think we're on. Yeah, it says we're on live. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, good. Sometimes I press a button and I'm like, what am I doing?
Mm.
But we're good. Okay, so maybe I didn't press the something else, which I think now that I learned about that. Anyway, um, the sticky topic is this: as as um as empaths, with everything that's going on right now, is there a way that we can ground ourselves in difficult times, in challenging times? What are some ways for that?
Mhm. First, I feel it's important to normalize that uh, we cannot be grounded all the time,
Yep. Yep.
especially when there's so much happening all the time around us. And us empaths don't even need to watch. We know there's a knowing in us, that our
Right.
bodies are picking up. So I think there is an ask that we engage with our practices even more frequently. So
Mhm.
it's not a one time deal that I, every morning at 10 o'clock or whatever, do my grounding practice and go on my day. I personally find that I need to reground and reground multiple times a day. Whether it's I burn the incense, or I can go outside for 10 seconds, or I hold my crystal, or I take some deep, full inhales to come back into myself and ground. Even though I'm feeling, my body may be on a vibration that feels less than settled, like using any type of support to settle my physical body that is experiencing so much of the vibration of chaos, of terror, of fear, of right that
Right.
that we pick up on naturally as empaths. And so I think there's a greater ask that we engage with our practices, and if we don't have practices, to initiate some practices that can support us. Sometimes grounding could be by calling a friend too,
Very true.
and hearing the vibration of your friend's voice, the caring voice. That can be very grounding.
Simple acts of washing hands.
Water is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Water, I was going to say, like when you drink the water, feel it come down. That's a very grounding experience. Like, I find it grounding to feel the water coming down through my mouth and my throat into my esophagus.
It's fascinating because when you were first on long time ago and you told everybody about loving self, can I tell you how many people have done this? Like, they continue to do that and they find that very grounding by just
Very grounding.
waking up in the morning and saying, how are you today? I love you. You know, just really, you were teaching us how to just,
Touch.
touch and in a loving way, just to
Yes.
acknowledge our inner beauty, our outer beauty, and good morning, to ourselves and
Yeah.
to our throat, and may we speak good words today, and all those other wonderful things that you were sharing. So good, so good.
All that to say is that there's so many pathways to grounding.
Yes.
So many. And one of the most powerful and beautiful ways is getting on the earth, truly. And it doesn't have to be outside. You can stand in your room. You're making contact with the earth in that way as well. Yeah.
It's sorry,
No, it's fine.
it's freezing for people, and I'm just going to apologize, everybody, that if you
Yeah.
cannot get on or if you're not seeing this, I'm glad it's not me that I did something wrong, but I'm just going to double check to see what we're seeing over here. Yeah, it still says live, everyone. So just hang in there. Hang in there.
Mhm.
Funny, it's repeating it. It's repeating for me. It's showing holding the tourmaline. So that's how far back it's, and then
Oh,
it's,
wow.
yeah, and then it says the live video has ended. It will be available soon. Interesting.
So do you need to, is there a way we can exit and re-enter? Or is that not a thing?
We could.
I mean, to get it update, like maybe sometimes it's like, I know on, if there's such a delay, like on Zoom or something, to exit and re-enter. It's like rebooting, basically.
Amanda says, hi, Facebook is not working.
Hmm.
So what do you think, Amanda? Do we go out and go back in? Do you think we should try that? Yeah, because people on, these are all,
This is
all
from, yeah, earlier on.
YouTube is
Facebook is
working.
freezing.
Sure. Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Guys, we'll be right back. So come back and join us.
Yeah.
We're gonna just kind of do a part two, because we're fun.
Yes, why not?
Okay. We'll be back in a minute. We're
Right.
gonna end this stream and come back. So join us in a minute. We're not gonna do that.